that's classic me. 30 minutes in, like, I'm just not feeling it.
It's like,
Let's
nope.
restart. Yeah. And you're like, dude, no, what are you talking about? Like, that was so funny. I'm like, no. I'm not there. I'm not there. Yeah, we got it going.
Okay. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh.
Do you even know who that is?
I know he's from Europe.
You know, that song is a one-hit wonder.
Yep, it's
like I think the band is like Velvet Underground. No, I'm just kidding.
Velvet Revolver.
No,
the one with Slash.
Them. It's something with a V, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's like it's a one-hit wonder, very similar to that song by Caesars. The Caesars called "Jerk It Out." Remember that song?
You gotta jerk it out.
That song came on at the gym the other day, and I thought I have not heard this song in probably 5-6 years.
I think that was on the Madden video game, NFL game.
It was so good.
Yeah,
I mean, I've gotten down to that song.
Oh yeah,
I think most people.
I have not thought about that song in 15 years.
Yeah,
maybe since high school, like early high school.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
So all right.
Yeah.
So for the vacation, the trip.
Yeah.
Here's my hang up.
4 grown men.
4 grown men.
Slippy.
Slippy and Nightcrawler.
I was gonna say Papelbon.
Papelbon, Nightcrawler. It's interchangeable.
Okay.
And then basically Slippery Jack, Slippy, anything kind of slip related. That's Slippery Jack.
Okay, so we have to have Slippy and Papelbon.
And here's the thing: I know you well. I know Papelbon somewhat. You know, we're friendly. Papelbon's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against the guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not hitting up Papelbon and being like, hey, you know, do you want to chill soon? Do you want to hit, a lift here soon?
Why not? Because you guys go to the same gym.
Yeah, but you know, we don't necessarily have like a whole history of that much hanging. You know, it's just friendly. It's friendly. He's a friendly man. Papelbon is fine, but I'm not texting Papelbon memes. We don't have that kind of just like clowning relationship. That's okay. He's still a great guy.
Yeah.
But when I'm thinking about a vacation, I'm thinking about
thinking
about you and other people in my life who I hang out with regularly, who I'd want to be on vacation with. I'm not even talking about Slippery Jack. Slippery Jack
Slippery Jack has been in your life I know.
I've known Slippery Jack since he was a youngster.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, how do you know him though?
Well, I knew him because he was a menace, because he was a Lego smasher, and because he always wanted to play the video game that I was playing. I would let him play Tekken Tag, and I would just unplug the controller, and he would really think he was winning. He would say, I'm winning. I'd be like, yeah, you're really winning. And I'm just thinking, look at him, shaking my head like, you just little Lego smasher. Like, you have no soul. I don't like you.
Okay.
Leave me, you little child. And then he would say, I'm winning. And I'm like, what game are we even playing?
Do you think people
And he would call that game. This is the worst part about it. This is the part that offended me the most.
Yeah.
He would call Tekken Tag Tournament.
Yeah.
He would call it King Battle Fight. Okay?
King Battle Fight?
That's
upsetting.
That's going to piss anybody off.
Isn't Tekken Tag like when you become an animal? Like you morph to be an animal?
No, there are some animals you can play with. But I was always like Yoshimitsu, pretty much. Okay. He was my main guy. And Jax, you know.
Jax was in Mortal Kombat.
Jack's brother, Jackson.
Are you the thing? Okay, and this is where I feel like I need to step in. Where you are upset, like you are still upset to this day that he didn't understand Tekken Tag and he called it King Battle Fight, and you've already mentioned a Mortal Kombat character that is not in Tekken Tag.
Yeah, I know. I
hope you're joking.
Okay, I'm probably holding a bit of the Tekken Tag King Battle Fight thing against him. It's mainly the Lego Smash. I used to cry.
That's upsetting.
As a young child,
I'm there.
I was really big into building the models, right? Like I would get the models. I would spend a lot of time.
Sure.
And I had them all over my dresser. I had them really nice, structured out, like beautiful, well put together Legos that I valued. And I would tell my parents, hey, I'm not going to be home. I know that Slippery Jack is coming. Please do not let him in my room. And you know what my parents would do?
Slippery Jack would get in there. Because
my dad would just say, "Oh yeah, Slippery Jack, just go ahead and play."
But Slippery Jack can schmooze the parents. Very charismatic, very charming.
As a young man, I'm surprised that he could charm, because he was just kind of an annoying little child. Truly, Slippery Jack was an annoying little kid.
Really?
Yeah. R.I.P. Slippery Jack.
Slippery Jack is not R.I.P. He is very much alive.
I know. That's a joke because he had a different nickname that apparently someone was saying R.I.P. that nickname, and then he was getting offended. I don't really even know the details, but I just joke and I say it occasionally.
But the nickname is so pervasive that if we said it, everybody would know.
Yeah. Here's the one thing I will say about Slippery Jack and Pomplamoose. Papelbon and Slippery Jack. I have this one fond memory. I was at
both of them.
Yeah, because I was at the beach hanging with a handful of friends.
Yeah.
They came over, at least Slippery Jack came over to hang out with some of his friends.
Sure.
And they just were going to get in the hot tub, and I just joined up with them.
Yeah.
Like a lone man hanging with a crew that I'm not typically hanging with.
Hey, way to be strong.
It was pleasant. And you know what? Every time I've seen Slippery Jack, dude, I like him. I like the guy.
Can I jump in here?
I have nothing against him on a personal level. You can jump in 1 second.
Yeah.
I got nothing against him on a personal level, but here's the thing. If Papelbon and I are like... If Papelbon and I are like friendly and cordial and like, you know, I like the guy...
That's the very least you'd get.
Slippery Jack is like another step removed. And yet, I'm trying to go on a vacation with you and these other individuals. It's a steep request.
It can be a lot.
It came on as a steep request.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
Okay, the floor is mine. Now, clearly there's some backlog. There's some history here.
There is.
Right? Now, this will make sense after I ask you this question. Have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I did. I watched a good bit of the original Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, have you seen the Broly movie?
No.
Okay. Dragon Ball Z Broly, you remind me of him in a way.
I thought I reminded you of Piccolo. Is that what just...
I know, I'm Piccolo.
You're... Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Just very stern, very determined. Not the strongest. Not the strongest.
You are Krillin, my friend.
No, I'm never going to be Krillin. I'm not Krillin.
You are Krillin, or you are...
No, because Krillin does grow his hair back, and I'm just not Krillin. Piccolo's bald all the time, and he's taller. Krillin's a little guy.
That's
I
fair.
know who Krillin is. I have a friend that is definitely Krillin.
Okay.
And I'm just not going to go there.
Oh, I do know. He is definitely Krillin.
He's definitely Krillin. Okay.
I am Majin Buu.
Okay,
Back to you.
said no, you're Broly for all intents and purposes. Okay. So here's what happened to Broly. He grew up, he was a child, right? Of course. And he was having issues with Goku when he was younger. Goku would cry a lot and be very annoying. It upset him till he grew up, and Broly made it his goal to destroy Goku and everything that he loves.
Okay.
Correct? So when Broly grew up, he made it a goal to kill Goku, even though Goku was trying to save planet Earth.
Okay.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is that even though he was a certain way when he was a child, as an adult man, he's very different than how you remember.
I believe that.
I don't think you do. I think your image of him is so ingrained and so just certain.
Okay,
that it can't be overcome.
I'll say this: there's a deep scar.
Okay, that's really. Okay.
It's a deep scar that has healed.
Yeah,
I have licked my wound.
Yeah,
I have tended that scar. I have applied aloe and vitamin E, and I've seen that scar diminish some. Now, I'm not gonna forget that the scar exists. Sure. I know where it is.
Yeah,
but I don't hold it against him in the sense that no, it's a steep request because these guys aren't people that I'm hanging regularly with. It's a steep request because you could pick.
Can't it just be a request?
No, you could pick any two other people who I know mildly, and be like, "Hey, you want to go with them?" And I would feel the same way. I don't have anything. The guys are nice guys, and honestly, if you think about a trip with two other dudes that might be fun that I don't know all that well, but I think I could have a good time. These guys fit the bill. I think I could get along with them pretty well and have quite a fun time.
Interesting.
I'm not against it.
Interesting.
I'm not against them at all. But I was thrown off because I'm out here ready to pull the ripcord and be like, let's book those tickets, thinking in my head, well, don't we have some sort of living, lounging nighttime situation figured out.
This is the next step.
It's the next iteration. And here's the thing. I'm fine with renting a car. I don't know how much it's going to be.
It's not going to be much.
But, every trip that you and I have done, we've stayed right around $500.
Yeah.
For the flights and for the place to stay. And each time that we've gone, you know what we've done? We've stayed for free. It's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a joy in that.
There's a lot of joy in
when I think about going
to
LA and renting an Airbnb, I just see it as a waste of money.
I'm with you.
And so for me,
I'm having a hard time saying yes.
Okay, it's not that I don't want to spend money or I'm like, oh, I can't spend money.
Part of the joy is roughing it.
Yeah, I do have issues like, letting go and spending money when it's a lot just because I'm my own frugal bastard. But like, if I can't justify it in my head, if I think there's a cheaper option that would be just as satisfying, then I go for that.
I'm with you. No, you're not crazy. It's the
same reason why I don't, get steak at Chipotle. I'm like, is it really that much better than the chicken? Sometimes it's gummy. Yeah. And it's like,
Chicken's
$1 more.
Chipotle.
It hits. It hits pretty much
I'm
consistent
always
every
chicken
time.
at Chipotle.
I know. And so some people might say, well, and you get the steak. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes it's a dice roll, and it's like $1 more, and I just can't justify it.
I can't either.
Yeah,
I think
and
I've
that's
gotten
the whole
steak.
point. Could I afford steak?
My entire life, I've gotten steak maybe once, and
it's a gamble.
Yeah, since middle school.
Dude,
I've gotten
gummy
steak
from
once.
Chipotle is a very real thing.
If you think about it,
scarring.
I've probably saved thousands of dollars at this point not getting steak.
Yeah. You're looking at the long term, dude.
Yeah,
long term investment.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. If
I
we
put all
out,
of it into Dogecoin though when it was at 74 cents and it crashed. I'm just kidding, but yeah.
I put like a huge chunk of money in Dogecoin.
I put all my Chipotle steak money into Dogecoin and it failed me. I wish I got to steak now.
Yeah.
For all the years of my life. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. And that could happen too. You could be saving and saving and saving and thinking that you're going to put it towards a really viable investment, only to see that investment crunch.
Yeah.
And that happens. Crunch like a hard shell taco from Chipotle.
Yeah, with no steak.
With no steak in it at all.
Yeah, no steak there.
No, not even a pinch.
No.
But here's the thing. I'm definitely open to going on the trip with Slippery Jack and Pomplamoose. But the thing is, I just have to I have to have somebody else be like, hey, we're gonna figure out these things. This is where we're staying. This is how far that is from one another. And if we have to, Airbnb it for a night,
Peter,
I'm swinging it. But
I get it. I'm saying I'm here for that reason.
You're here to figure it out.
Yes, I'm not here to start it. I'm here to tie all the loose ends together. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm not starting this, but I am here for your concerns. I'm here for their concerns, especially Pomplamoose and Slippery Jack.
Slippery Jack and Pomplamoose may not even give a hell about how much money they want to spend. I did the same thing.
Which they do. They do give a hell though. They give so much hell about what they're spending.
Do they really give so much of a hell?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Because the comment that you made previously sounded like Pomplamoose was like, doesn't really matter. Like, don't you guys work full-time gigs, so can't you swing it?
Well, but I think, yeah.
I mean, could I swing it? But go back to the Chipotle analogy. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with figuring it out. I'm fine with going with these guys. It will be fun.
Yeah.
I like the guys, and I think
here's the thing.
Along.
I think we'd easily get in under $500.
Get in as in a total or including expenses for going out?
Total.
Okay, dude.
Easily.
I like the.
So
I
here's
like
what we'd have to do. We need to find 3 nights, right? One.
It's going to
be Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday night. That's makes it 4
stupid,
nights,
which I think is
because you're getting in so
we
late.
We need
it's
to
almost
stay.
better if you just even flew out early morning on Thursday or took like a red eye. Could you imagine taking dude? We should look for a flight Thursday morning at 6 a.m.
Because then we'll get there at 6 a.m. 6 a.m.
Well,
right?
you get there an hour after 7 a.m. LA time.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that right there already cuts you a night. Because thinking about it, flying in, arriving at LA at 11 p.m.
sounds fun.
I mean, it does sound fun, but you also
personally
have to figure out factor in the nighttime.
So are we only so I mean, in my opinion, humble opinion, if we run into issues for that 11 o'clock arrival, We rough it that night.
Rough it as in just like
we.
You, me, and the Hamburglar like staying at a 24-hour McDonald's or something.
No, we don't stay anywhere. We're out and about
all night. Lord Almighty!
And then we fall. Me neither. But then we fall asleep on Thursday night. That's somewhere else.
I'll say that I won't be able to. I'll if I rough it, basically my body will not be happy.
Again, you have perpetuated that the mind is so strong that you can easily command your body. This is like one of the easiest things to do if you command it.
You know, I don't have like an absolute sleep disorder like yourself.
Who cares?
Where you can just stay up for days.
Yeah, but you have touted how much self-discipline you have.
No, I'm saying this. The mind is much more powerful than the body. Yes. But what I'm saying, yes, I could stay up, but it will impact my quality of the day. It'll have a hangover effect. It will.
I'm saying you can enjoy it still. Okay. Anyway, let's just table that. I don't want to rough it.
I want to find places.
Well, I'm saying that's worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, we sleep on Venice Beach.
Jesus.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah.
But we'll be able to find a spot no matter what. We're fine.
And if you fly Spirit Air, like I can't even bring like a sleeping bag without paying.
We can honestly probably get a hammock. Bring a hammock in your bag, and then like hammock outside and let the sand fleas eat you.
Jesus,
I'm just kidding. But
you think you have a place to stay for what? One night?
Okay. So I have a cousin that lives in Los Angeles. I have other.
We should contact them now.
Okay, exactly.
You know? That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, I want to agree on this. I think we should have them on the podcast tonight. Maybe we should do a live call. I don't know, and we need to sort this out.
We can't have them tonight. I don't have 4 mics. I only have 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think they happen to have like not only 2 mics, but then 2 additional XLR cables. Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can borrow 2 from a friend.
We might be able to.
Yeah. But anyway, I think I have film friends that are in Los Angeles. I have a cousin that lives in Los Angeles. Papelbon has a friend that lives in Los Angeles.
How close are you to these people? Like close enough to be like, hey, brought more dudes.
Yeah, it's like I think I'd be close enough to a couple people where I can say, can we crash one night? Mm-hmm. And so what we do is just figure out each night which place to go to.
So now, you have 2.
Crashing more than one night is a difficult request.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think one night is not crazy.
Weary travelers for one single night?
Yeah.
A lot of people can just say, yeah, sleep on the floor. If we're just saying, hey, floor, give me a floor, a blanket, and a pillow, I'm going to be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely rough
I still think we should couch surf, personally.
Well,
I think the $25 fee, I'm curious what I want. That's why I mostly came over is to check your account and see what the heck is going on.
Yeah, I will show you my phone.
Does it have to be on the phone?
Phone doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's phone or online website for couch surfing. It's going to give you, let me just log in right here. Couch surfing is going to show you this exact paywall right here.
Okay, let me see it.
There you go.
And is your account, because I looked online and I didn't see any of that. So, okay. Does it restore purchase, manage account? What is restore purchase?
I don't know, but please don't purchase it.
I'm not doing anything. I'm looking at. I'm looking at the read more. That's it.
Read more, read less.
So the COVID-19 pandemic is impacting couch surfing, which is what you do when you want to stay for free somewhere and you don't want to Airbnb.
Exactly. So I'm saying this. We can figure out the couch surfing after the pod and look more specific.
$25, it's $15 a month. Or it's $15 a year.
Oh, 15 for a year?
It's 15 for a year or $3 a month.
Oh, $3 is a lot better.
If all of us pitched in, we'd pay less than $1 for this one service.
Well, then let's do it.
You made it seem very difficult.
I saw the number and it sounded like a lot higher.
As of May 14th, 2020, we were asking for member contributions of $2.99 US per month or $15 per year up front.
All right, that's steep. Just kidding. That's not that bad.
So, do you want to pay 15?
No, I don't want to pay 15. But I guess you would. In theory.
Okay, so it'd be $6. So now let me ask: could you spare a whole entire Chipotle burrito to stay for free in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
So you'd ideally want 2 months. The 1 month now that we're planning it, and then the second month is
just
like
to pop back and be like, "Hey, we're still alive. Yes. Like, is this still on?"
So is this $6 reasonable here?
You'd probably not want to disconnect though, just in case. And like, can you imagine like?
No, I would disconnect. I would tell them our whole plans. Our plans is to do $3 for this month and pay just to contact you.
You think we're really gonna find a Joey Tumulty out there?
No, Joey, wherever you are, man, you were the best couch surfing person ever.
I feel like we
lucked out.
Oh, we didn't luck out. Like we got the best of the best.
I had so much trepidation. Like I was scared.
I know.
And to stay somewhere in a different city for free. And who would host people for free? I'll tell you who. Joey motherfucking Tumulty.
Dude, he became like family on that trip.
He did.
And to you, he became
closer than a brother to me.
He really did.
Because I knew nothing and he was so nice. Dude. He was such a friend.
God, Joey, we hope we connect with you again.
Yeah,
because
Joey,
that was just a beautiful time.
if we need a fifth.
Yeah.
Honestly, Joey, if we need a fifth and you want to come with us,
dude, we should do that. We should hit up Joey and be like, "Hey, 4 other friends of ours, or I'll hit him. Hey, 3 of my friends, we're heading to LA for this weekend.
You know one
for
of
this
them.
Weekend. Yeah, Colin.
You know,
Colin and
know
I. No, we know both of us. Yeah. Hey, Colin and I are going with 2 of their buddies, King Battle Fight and Pomplamoose. We're flying out to LA. Do you want to use your account?" Because this is how cheap we are. We don't want to spend the money for the account.
Yeah.
So hey, do you want to try to figure out, since you have like deep pockets when it comes to couch surfing, because he's hosted so many people, like he's verified out the wazoo. Yeah. So he can show anybody.
Oh, he would guide the shit out of us.
He would not only guide us, anybody who he finds and requests, they'd be like, "Well, is he legit? Wow, look at everybody who stayed with him, dude. He's a knight in shining armor. Look at the reviews he has." And wait, Peter and Colin are coming. Look at their reviews.
So, if anything, we need to contact Joey. I feel like that is a way steeper request, though, because he's busy. He's already done so much free stuff for us. Now, we did buy him crab. I bought him crab cakes. I don't know if you bought him anything. Did you buy him anything?
Yeah, I brought a nice 6-pack on the way.
I bought him
I bought a 6-pack that was nice, cakes. And I brought it there when I arrived, and he enjoyed it. Yeah. He did give me one. But it was nice. I'm thinking, if anything, we say, "Hey, Joey, we're going to cash in on those crab cakes. Would you mind coming with us to LA?"
Or you don't have to come to LA. Let me just guide us on couch surfing right now. No. We don't want to keep paying $3 a month for this.
No, I'm not even saying guide. I think Joey was such an awesome guy and fun that I would love to just for him to join us. Truly,
yeah. I don't care. I might offer to give him a crab cake just to join us.
Oh yeah, if he joined us, I think it would improve the quality of the trip.
I'll give him 1 crab cake. You have to pay for a lobster bisque.
I'll pay a lobster bisque price if it's reasonable. I'm not going over $18.99, Joey. So please, let's find something
I'll consider
reasonable.
It. That's all I'm saying.
Crab bisque. I think a reasonable crab bisque at a nice place. Yeah, $18.99, and I'm
sure
price.
Pommel Horse and Slippery Jack would also enjoy it.
I think so too. I think so. They're nice enough guys that, again, if they're going to accommodate me in the way that we know each other somewhat, then they would love Joey like a brother.
Okay, so
and could you imagine? How Joey would feel towards you? You would be family. I would be family. You'd be a brother.
If
I'd be
an
uncle.
him, I know it's family. Yeah, I'm clearly
You're a brother. I'm maybe an older.
Joey was the closest thing I had to family for like a day.
I know.
For a day, he was the closest thing I had for family. And if he comes on this trip, he actually he will probably be 5th in line, but he'll be 5 out of 5 in terms of like closeness to me.
Oh, big time.
Like he won't be 4, 3, or 2.
No.
But he will be close to me.
I know.
Now he was number 2 for like a good 3 hours.
Yes, easily
in Philly. Like he was like
he was number 1 for a few hours.
Was I asleep?
No. Joey was number 1 to you for
a few hours.
He was number one. I was number two because I cast you off I didn't know you.
Exactly.
I was like, wait, who are you, stranger? Please sit
and then I'm
farther away.
I'm like, I need to buy this man crab cakes because he needs to understand how important he is to me in these little hours that we're in.
Yes, 100%.
Anyway,
no. Here's what we should do.
No.
Wait, pause 1 second.
Yeah.
We should just, when we end the podcast, send this section, like send the first, we've been going for 20 minutes. We should just send this to Joey. I shouldn't prep it in any way. I should just send this. Yeah. He listens to it, the whole thing. And then he gets to this point where he realizes, oh, wow, this is what's happening. And then I just wait to see what he texts back. Yeah. I just wait to say, and I'll say this, Joey, just hit me with a yay or a nay. I can handle it. Yay or nay is all I need. And
just know we are definitely not going to Philadelphia. We're going the exact opposite direction on the exact opposite coast of America.
Yeah, but it's not until middle of November.
Right.
So,
you got time.
You got time to figure things out.
Come with us. But again, we're not going to you.
No, we're not going to you, Joey. Mr. Jose.
Yeah.
And Gary is not invited.
Oh, yeah.
His friend Gary. Good guy.
Gary
not
is
invited.
gregarious. He's a gregarious man.
Good dude. Yeah. Really liked the fella.
Enjoyable.
Solid guy.
Glad they showed me around.
Not invited.
Yeah. Unless we go to another gothic nightclub that is like a rager.
No, I'm just kidding. Because the reason that we wouldn't invite Gary is purely just because of the amount of people. You rent a car, we have 5 people total.
We'd have 5 with Joey.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's an option for sure. But we should probably also just pursue your cousin, your friend, Ian's friend. If we just figure out a few of those nights, I'm sure we can use couch surfing to figure out the rest. Couch surfing for 4 nights though, for 4 dudes. I brought more dudes.
No, but couch surfing you can easily do like a couple couches.
I would say a night,
per night.
a night or 2.
I will never stay more than 1 night on a couch, on someone's couch.
Okay.
In LA, that is. I'm kind of like, let's just do one time.
A single.
Now, again,
you better pack light.
I was about to say we're not necessarily weighing risk. So I maybe I would couch surf for more than 1 night as long as the person's safe, because I do not want to keep rolling the dice in LA couch surfing.
Are you serious?
I want to find one safe.
That's just like
option.
Joey.
Joey was he was safer than your.
He was safer than my nana.
Yeah,
truly.
He was as much of a nana to me as any nana has ever been.
When I saw his profile and he was standing in front of what looked like an orchard, and he had a bottle of wine balanced on top of his head, and his hands were clasped together, and I saw that beautiful trimmed beard he had, I just thought, this is our guy.
Yeah.
This is him. And I was right. I had that intuition. So, and we connected with him and knew he was a good guy. And he could tell that we were good dudes. So I think that as long as we have take that same level of intuition in with this next round, then I think it can work. And just like how we made ours basically Colin and Peter, we can update this to be Colin, Peter, Pomplamoose, and Slippery Jack. 4 dudes looking for a place to stay.
But we're not going to bring all that equipment there.
What do you mean equipment?
That's some extra cash.
What do you mean equipment?
I thought you were talking about bringing equipment to podcast at the beach or in California.
No. I'm just talking about the account. That's couchsurfing.com account.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because I lost you there as I was branching out into the universe.
No. I was there.
So here we're getting some juice flowing. We're getting some ideas going.
Well, yes. So here's all I'm saying. I think after this we should talk to those people, and we need to figure out something tonight, and then buy tickets probably more or less tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't want the ticket price to go up. $221 is pretty insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, okay, after this, we'll go ahead and we will contact both those fellas. Okay. Well, let's get into the rest of the pod and review the movie. This is our Singing in the Rain episode.
Yes.
So, a classic.
Yeah.
A 1950s classic, a 1950s take on 1920s culture as they were moving from silent films into talkies.
Yep.
I mean, that's just it's a cool little idea that was fun to see explored and done pretty well and a total classic. So,
have you seen the movie The Artist?
No.
Okay, it's a silent movie that was made. I actually worked with one of the ADs that worked on that movie, and he's in the movie because it's a silent movie. And so when you're making it, like, the amount of trouble that audio causes productions is so much. That's why, imagine you're trying to shoot a movie, but you need to use a whole sound stage, and you need to, put all this material everywhere because sound is so important. It's the hardest thing to get.
Yeah.
So
just like with the pearls and the squishy pants and just the microphone and the shoulder.
Even a bird outside or water droplets, you're ruining everything. Because if you mess up sound, you're even the picture won't make sense of what you're watching.
It takes you out of the moment.
Yeah. So introducing sound is a huge deal to anything. And so when you make a movie that doesn't have, it's called MOS, without sound. It's called MOS. It's just an old filmy phrase, even though it makes no sense. It's said MOS, without sound.
Okay. Got to fact check you on that one.
Yeah, you can. It's MOS, and so it's without sound, and so it adds so many issues into everything, and so. However, you can trick a lot of things, as we saw in Singin in the Rain, which is, I think it's Grace Kelly is her name.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I wasn't too familiar on the
blonde
names.
Girl.
Yeah.
But she actually won, I think, Best Actress, not the main, but Best Supporting Actress, which is the girl who couldn't sing very well.
For Singin in the Rain?
Yeah, she won Best Supporting Actress.
I guess
nobody
she did
won.
Good she was
hilarious.
She was so annoying. I thought
she was
too.
So
I'm
annoying.
like, Jesus, I don't like you, but I believed she truly was that person, that character. So goes to show how well she did at acting.
Yes, she was great and she was funny, and so every time she opened her mouth, she was like, "Oh yeah," and it was just like, oh, horrible. And so I think she did well. Because I saw La La Land, and I thought La La Land played a lot of good homage to Singin in the Rain. And the only thing I was familiar with from Singin in the Rain was the song Singin in the Rain, but I was only familiar with it
like the first
from Clockwork Orange. Because I watched Clockwork Orange in film class, and I'm like, this is disturbing. How could this so I've had such a averse feelings towards this song because of how disturbing it was in A Clockwork Orange. So when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, okay, and I kind of enjoyed it, and I thought
I did too.
It was like, I'm not that big of a musical fan. However, I like La La Land. I thought it was a good story, sad ending.
I did not.
And then Singin in the Rain, great ending. And happy ending, and it was just so well done. Like it was just, the dancing was great. Like everything with the sets were amazing. Just I forget, there's this one where he's going to each set, and he like has that long, or is it the woman who has that long like cape like thing, and her dress is so huge. It's just, and the colors are amazing. So to me, and think about this, like, you made it in the 1950s. Like, you don't have much going on in terms of CGI. Like, you had to make all these practical effects.
Exactly. I was thinking about that as they first started following Don's character, and he was going back to like him as a stuntman. There's this one stunt where he drives the motorcycle off of a cliff, and like he separates from the motorcycle. The motorcycle lands in the water, and so does he, pretty close to the motorcycle. I was like, how is that done? Yeah. There's no CGI. He truly is a stuntman. There's a few other things like that where I'd seen just, different little things done that I thought, wow, for the 1950s, that's pretty cool and pretty advanced. And a lot of the choreography, I thought they probably had to reshoot to get all that right, because you're not really splicing that together. Those are one takes and a lot of it. So it's the singing, it's the music, it's the dancing. It's basically kind of like, I felt when watching it that this is closer to like a play than it is really a movie. It's like a play recorded each scene in like a long shot and then stitched together, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. So Gene Kelly, I forgot his name, but he's
Kelly.
I don't know how I forgot his name. He's like one of the most famous actors ever. But the girl that he was interested in, which I love that it's so similar. Like the movies La La Land and The Artist are so similar to Singing in the Rain. So in La La Land,
and the thing where it's like the girl and him don't get along, and then they end up falling in love.
Yes.
That is like I don't know where that originated. We saw that in Bringing Up Baby.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay,
movie.
I was like,
Horrible.
this is like kind of a pattern that you see in a lot of movies, a lot of rom-com type things.
But I think with Gene Kelly and her, it's similar. Like La La Land was up for Best Picture, and The Artist won Best Oscar for Best Picture. And both of them had the exact same plots as Singing in the Rain. Wow. Which is funny because, again, people don't like... A lot of people aren't like very like savvy when they like understand film history, because a lot of people are like, wow, I can't believe like they made something like this. They have really been remaking the same movies all the time and just repackaging them.
Yeah.
So La La Land, even though it's up for Best Picture, is like almost... Like you can even see like the parallels between La La Land and Singing in the Rain, and then you can see the exact plot of The Artist, which won Best Picture, was like them actually developing sound for like talkies out of silent pictures, and it was black and white, and so this was done in Technicolor. There was like color was coming back on the screen, and so you can tell that the director and everything with sound coming in, and also, even though sound came in the 20s and such, but the color is amazing.
It really is. It was beautiful.
Yeah, oh, great.
And it has that classic, like, it's shot on film, and you get that grainy look. It has that vintage, warm, nostalgic kind of feel.
Yeah, to a different time. It makes you feel like you're in a different time. Even Hail Caesar... the movie by the Coen brothers does an homage to it with like all the sailors, and it's just
it's been remixed and referenced in so many films.
Yeah, so like I don't think so. You can just see why it's. I understand why it's number 5 and the best of all time, and how the actors actually like, do you know how much like skill it takes for them to dance like that and to memorize their lines and to sing?
Dude.
And a lot of these were one take, so it wasn't like we're cutting up a bunch of things.
Exactly.
They did it all like in one shot. And so I forgot to mention Debbie Reynolds is the person that's the good singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
She is Carrie Fisher's mom, which is Carrie Fisher is Princess Leia in Star Wars. Yeah.
Damn.
So it's all coming full circle. So yeah, and so Debbie Reynolds was there, and that's Carrie Fisher's mom, Princess Leia's mom in real life. And so I'm gonna say this. I don't really like musicals. Like I would never really go out of my way to watch it. Having said that, this is like a great movie. Mm-hmm. It's really good, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Do you want to do ratings?
Yeah, dude, I thought it was good too. I would say a couple of small little interesting things that I picked up on.
Yeah.
Or I learned about it. Apparently, Don, the character, I can't remember his name, even though you just said his real name.
Gene Kelly.
Yeah,
is
Gene
his real
Kelly.
name.
Gene Kelly had like a fever of like 101 on the day that he shot that one classic Singing in the Rain
really
song. Yeah, which is really cool. I had heard that actually before I watched it. So I was kind of looking for it, but you can't tell.
You can't tell he had a fever.
It.
He's great.
But could you imagine 101 fever?
Wow.
Yeah. So that I thought was pretty neat. And then just the patterns of storytelling and romance seen in this movie. It's just the classic love triangle just plays so well and is seen in so many types of media. It just works where one wants one and the other wants the other. Maybe they want them as well, but then there's friction and disputing, and there's weird mix between the two that aren't involved. It just, I just love it, and I love that it works so well.
Yeah, it's a cliche that always works, and I'm paying attention.
Exactly. It's kind of like, I feel like that towards like pop music, where I'm like, these are similar chord progressions, and they're just kind of following the same structures, and yet I like it. Yet it's just hitting me.
Yeah. I liked his friend Donald or Cosmo Brown. He was funny.
Dude, yeah.
He was great. And he was a great dancer.
He was great.
I was like, damn.
And instrumentation. But I love when they were trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to turn this crappy movie into a musical? And he comes up with the idea of like somebody being hit on the head and then going into this dream world, and then that's how you can use all the scenes that have the costumes. He just seemed like a funny, creative funny person, and he just played that role really well. Oh, this is the other thing I noted when they were watching the Bad movie. Did you pick this up when they were screening it for the first time? There's a cut scene when somebody makes like a whack to the shoulder of either Don or to the female's character, like a whack on the shoulder with like a sword, and there's like a donk kind of a sound, and then they cut to the audience and they zoom in, they have like a close-up on a kid, and he says, he has a response that I didn't pick up on. It was like, that was a jack. And it was something so strange that I thought, what is
What's
that?
A jack?
Yeah, what is jack? How does that reference a smacking sound? Or I don't get it. I didn't know if you picked that up. Maybe it's a reference to Slippery Jack, but I don't know.
We'll have to ask him. I don't know. Yeah, there was definitely some. There was a lot I didn't write down, to be completely honest.
On IMDb.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe. By the way, I don't know if it won any Oscars. I just know that Gene Hagen, it says they were nominated for an Oscar, and then Oscar nominee for Best Music.
Oh,
nominee.
yeah.
It didn't even win.
Oh, wow.
These are nominations.
I actually, no, that was the other thing. I heard that when it came out, it wasn't that well received.
Yeah.
It was like mediocre.
I think that's crazy.
Well, from this vantage point, of course. But
I'm actually trying to look up right now who won the Oscar then.
Okay. Well, for time's sake, what are you giving this thing?
Here, you can give your rating
out of 10.
Give your rating while I'm looking it up.
All right. My rating on this, I think I'm just going to have to go with a non-confrontational, middle-of-the-road 7. I'm like, it's a 7. And it's a 7 because there's a lot that I appreciated and enjoyed, and I thought that I learned from it, and others could as well and appreciate it. But, it's not a movie that I would really want to seek out or turn on or be like, hey, to a friend, have you seen Singing in the Rain? If they hadn't, dude, we should watch that. It doesn't hold that kind of sway with me. It doesn't have that much gravity. So for that, it's going to knock back a few points. I'm putting that a 7. I would say soft 7. I could potentially even be persuaded to go more like a hard 6.5. But I'm gonna slide in with a soft 7.
Okay. So The Greatest Show on Earth won Best Story. And then it literally won like nothing. This is just crazy. I'm going to have to again I'm going to give it a 9.
Holy crap.
It's a high 9.
Oh my God.
It is a 9 for me.
You really enjoyed it.
It's not that I don't think like there's other like Apocalypse Now is something I really love.
Yeah.
But if I'm saying how difficult and how cool it was to pull off what they did, that's a 9.
I don't know. I feel like pulling off Apocalypse Now might have been harder than this movie.
No, because they just threw a bunch of money at something and then they made people get drunk, fight their demons, and then like
that's true.
Yeah. And so like that's it. Is like that's kind of what they did, and then they edited it a bunch and then they just went crazy. But Apocalypse Now
I could watch again.
Sure.
I could watch it like the next week after I watch it for the first time. This movie, if you said, "Hey, let's watch," I wouldn't want to.
Okay. I think it's a 9 for the reason that it's the amount of skill involved in this in every aspect, whether that's set decoration, whether that's acting, whether that's directing, even the idea like of the story is kind of interesting, where it's like it's kind of like the world is now changing from like everything, like it's a paradigm shift in the world, which is an interesting story, and it keeps getting copied even nowadays in 2021, whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's groundbreaking. The colors are amazing. Yeah, the cinematography is amazing. Everything about it is so top notch. I totally understand why AFI put it as number 5. Everything about it is like if you were to like put a bunch of pieces together for like a clock and it's wound up perfectly and it's running perfectly, that is this movie. So to me, it's a 9. It wasn't, again, terribly dramatic, but the skill involved with making their idea what it is amazing. So it's a 9 for me.
You know, although I disagree with you significantly, I respect it.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate those qualities.
And just know that I think you are underselling this movie with a 7.
I hear you.
Yeah.
100%.
So agree to disagree, no compromise.
Exactly. Big time.
Yep.
Agree to disagree, no compromise, but love is still there.
Yep, exactly. I'll see you in LA, buddy.
All right. Talk to you in LA.
Bye.
Bye.